So let's turn to the ceiling part. First, you can find some of the very very simple ceiling. For example, the paint, and also with the wooden decors, and even this kind of ceiling. Okay, you can use some of the elements. But how about this? That's the standard extrusion ceiling. So first, we can return to our design. Okay, painting is very easy. For example, we go to the finishing, and here the paint. Yeah, you can find out, for example, the dark one, wick, the same, directly fully covered. Okay, here is covered with the paintings, and also you can click here, for example, wooden, and click to go as well. And also, for example, even this time, we can find out, for example, to go to this area, construction, and you can have the platform ceiling. Yeah, and for example, for those kind of office ceiling, you can click directly to click. That's fully covered with the models. This is for model, and this is the paintings. So just pay attention about the distance difference, and also we can have some more ceilings here. But if you want some, for example, the ceiling editors, it does the help for us to do some to create some of the designs. For example, here once we access to this area, okay, we can have the buckle this buckle as well. Click to go. Okay, if it is only one, double click. You can use the tessellation. For example, fully cover. Okay, click to fully cover. Okay, click clear to empty all. So just pay attention to different. Double click and the tessellation, everything fully covered. Okay, so this is the different way, but you can also finish all these kind of decors, and then we can just put our product. But how about this? This does contain some of the difference. For example, here we can directly click. Still, we go to the ceiling, but this time we need extrusion. That's what we call the standard extrusion, right? You can, for example, to create a rectangle, or if you really want this offset as well, you can see here. Offset means all this border goes along with the existing root. So you can click, and then here you have the number. Let's type in the number. Let's say 300. Okay. First to draw out the border, and then extrusion. Set the extrusion. This area extrusion means going down. Okay, from the ceiling it goes down. This part go down. So here we can have the navigator window. You can take a look. Check the result here. Let's say extrusion 300, and now it goes right, and now it goes. And also you can see here it also does contain the light strip. So we can continue with the light strip. For example, here, okay, click this area, and now you can have the internal light strip. Just click, yeah, with the light strip, with the color, with the brightness, okay, and then duplicate to all. Just one click, all this area does contain the light strip, and now it finished. It's quite easy. They even exist here. See? So this is the kind of a standard way. And finally, you can put our the lighting product onto it. So this is the ceiling type. Of course, you sometimes have another way. You can see here. This is the extrusion. Okay, here the extrusion is not at the center. It's at the border. Okay, the surrounding. Actually, it's the same. Also here, you can see these borders that contain the very flat angle. So we can also click to go. For example, here, clear all. Still go to the ceiling editor. Still go to the ceiling editor. Yeah, and you can use the rectangular draw as well. You go out, and now this time extrusion is outside. Then here, click the border. Put your mouse onto it. When it turns to double head arrow, okay, click the border. The same light through light strip, color, okay, and click to duplicate. Click the center area, every angle selected, and then click. We have the chamfer. You can create a chamfer with rounds or with fillet or other shape. Okay, click rounds. Move your mouse. Now we can have the border. Let's say 3 and 350. Okay, and it finished. You can see here. Now we also have this shape. Okay, and also here, if you want to do some more decors, for example, for the lines or for the rules, the same here. You can continue with offset 200. Yeah, you can put lines. For example, here we have the moldings. Okay, moldings, the decor line. Yeah, let's put some decor line onto it, and now it finished. Also finished. If you want to put at the corner the same, click, and this time we have the section. Yeah, for the section part, you can see this is the light strip light through, and here we have the corner lines. So just put the corner. Yeah, you can see here, and you can put some of the decors as well. And I'll find one kind of it, give a better view. Yeah, you can also put onto it. For example, I just want to put it, but it's very big. I can also narrow it. Oh, sorry, 100. This one, very thin. Okay, and done. And click again, duplicate. Okay, and now you can see here it covered with the lines, and that this time duplicate to some other edges. So this is the same. Click. This is the way. Okay, this is the way. All right. So you can see we also finished the shape. This is the first style, the flat or standard extrusion. So always pay attention about the details. If you don't know how to do the adjustment, just now we suggest directly using the model. For example, just now we will talk about it. Material library in the construction. In construction, we have the platform settings, and then you can directly to put. It's also available. Yeah, for example, you can directly put, but just pay attention. It will automatically cover the full edge. Okay, you can also drag to cover as well. So just pay attention the different using. Okay, and holding down control button to drag to move to the exact position or the location distance to floor. You can determine by your preference or your demand. So that is the way. That is also the way to do that. So this is the first string type. And also just now we finished the very basic ceiling design. So here there's 5 steps for you. First is to draw the edge and set the extrusion. And the second is click the line, set the light strip. If you don't have the light strip, you can ignore that. And then the section edit at the corner line. Okay, if you don't want, you can also ignore this step and then duplicate the line to the whole area. And then if you want, you can click the chamfer. Okay, some part if you don't want, you can just jump to the next. Finally, if you have some more spotlight, you can just directly put, right? And for spotlights, it's very easy. You just need to select, or you can either go back to the ceiling editor, or you can just put it here. We does have the downlight or spotlight. Yeah, and putting this thing is extremely easy, just like the chairs. Once you put anything, for example, click the same array, linear array, okay, put to the direction. And if you want to change here, okay, use the table button, change, let's say 1.2 meter, and click number, setup, and now you can have so many, yeah, and it will also bring with the light. See here. So that's overall for the very basic ceiling using. Okay, this time let's take another look at the different ceiling type. That's for the opening ceilings. Actually, this is kind of a combination, okay, between, for example, the opening area or to some of the elements that we need to do the array. Okay, first we can take a look at here. You can see this is the opening ceiling, but with some tubes and with some of the constructions that it might shows in the ceilings. So here, before we get started, okay, we need to make sure the top of the ceiling at least is painted with the correct color or correct material. So we can go to finishing. Yeah, here the paint, and also you can select the some of the dark color. Yeah, we have some of the selections like this. Okay, you can click to put. So you can see here, that's all now is in very dark color. And then we can continue to go to the ceiling, for example, the ceiling. And here, material library, we can go to construction. And here we can have the platform ceiling. Okay, and here you can searching for the tube, or if you just actually want to roll down, you can have like the industrial, okay, industrial elements. You can just directly to search for industrial. You can have several outcomes, or if you really want, you can click to select folder. Let's say the tube ceiling. Yeah, and next time if you need some more elements like this, okay, some more elements, for example, like this, you can select the folder to the ceiling. Yeah, you can make a very quick using, because here we have another. Yeah, you can also searching for the industrial, and then you have like a dozen of the ceilings to be selected. Or if you really want, you can upload your own models. So let's say, for example, if you want to use, click here. Yeah, we can put, and the default setting you see here now, auto snap, it's auto snapped. Yeah, you can hold it down the control button to move upward. Yeah, because we don't need that low, yeah, that much lowing. And then also you can use the duplicate. Okay, and then you can give, for example, holding down the control button, yeah, we can just manually move this kind of a model. Holding down control button, okay, manually move this model to the next area, for example, to here. Just make sure it won't do too much gap. won't leave too much gap. All connected. Okay, make sure it's all connected. And now you can see, where's the part missing? This is the one. Okay. Let's return. Okay, this is the ceiling. Yeah, unclick, duplicate. If you can't see, holding down Control button, try to make it at the correct position. Click. Or use the direction button. Yeah, up, down, left, or right. Directly move is also available. And now take a look at the 3D. Yes. Yeah, now we can have this full cover. And just make sure at the same level, holding down Shift button. Okay, select them, make them at the same level. Okay, so now the ceiling finished, right? If you find this tiny difference, you can switch to the here the ceiling with the number. Okay, give a tiny modification. Yeah, to drag here the same. Just make sure they're connected. Okay, good. This is also available for you to create something. Or if you don't want this, you can just directly use some of the only the two without the here. You can see here this kind of industrial style. It doesn't contain so much, so many tools. Yeah, you can also use the replacement here. You can just directly use click, cover it, and also duplicate, remove, and even this time you can create, for example, to give a mirror, just to make some changes. And now it also goes well because later we need to put our own product in the advanced tool lighting design. Later we need to put, so before that we can just use some of the elements to full cover this. Okay, and also if we need to put some of the elements like this, okay, this is some decors for the for the bench. And then what we need to do is like this. We can of course, just now you see we also have the constructions, the platform ceiling. Yeah, we do have some of the elements, for example like this one. Yeah, you can put, or some other basic elements. Most of them you just need to directly to put onto it. Yeah, you can see here. Yeah, this kind of grid ceiling. Okay, grid ceiling. You just need to put onto it. This also click. Yeah, if covered too much, you can just narrow them and then give the linear array number, number. And now it changes well. But if you want to do some very precise, precise design. Then you need another tool. Here, this is the tool that we will use for advanced using. Okay, here the custom modeling. And for the custom modeling, actually, we can create some of these elements. Okay, even this kind of irregular shape. You know, here we don't have a fully covered thing. We just need some of the frames. We can also do the design. So access to the tool. Yes, before. If you have time, you can take a reading at it. But here, I just tell you a very easy way. This is the custom modeling. What you need to do is to use this rectangular. For example, draw, okay, draw a very tiny, that is the section face of the groove ceiling. For example, the length here, you can see moving your mouse. Now we just draw on the wall. For example, the length is about 100, width is about 300. And now when you draw one, you can use the push and pull. Just click, for example, to draw. Okay. And now finish one. Okay. Click right mouse button to release. And holding down shift button, double click. Now you can group them. Okay. And here you have the grouping. After grouping, yeah, of course I can put some of the elements. For example, I can put the here. This is the material. I can put the wood. Sorry, I can put some of the wood onto it. Right? Or I can put some other, for example, plastic. Okay? You can put some more elements like the different material, like PVC or the glass fiber, whatever. It's your choice. Okay. After finish, you can click here. The same we have the array. Array is very easy and efficiency. Yeah. And then with the dot, go just directly go along the wall. You can see here, go along the wall. And with table, you can see the table button. We have the spacing. Let's give the border with 200, and now we can check each one will leave the gap. Or if you want 250, yeah, it's changing. Number just maximize them to the uh, to the room. For example, let's get 30. Okay, and now with enter, and it goes well, right? And also, if you do not enough, ungroup them. Now this is a new one. Continue. We can get a linear array. Remember our number 250. Now we can give it 5. Okay, and it goes. There you go. And also, for example, ungroup that. Here, I just need to give a new position. For example, this part 250. But this one, certainly this oversized, I can just make it ungroup, right? Making it ungroup. And then what I need to do is to narrow this, okay? The length is too big. I just need to move. Yeah. Move them to the gap. Okay, the gap that I want. And now you can see the easiest way is to drag. You can see here. Now I can drag to change the ratio. Or if I want really precise, so change the direction until I can see the surface. Yeah, to move. Yeah, to get it return to the position. And then continue holding down shift button, double click, put them up continually with the linear. And now also 250 number till x maximize, let's say 20. 22 maybe. Yeah, 21. Enter. And now this part, this area, finished. Okay. So this is the custom model. You can create something. Okay. And also, for example, like this, you can also draw out the frame and then drag, push and pull. Okay. Empty the internal area. Yeah, to drag and push and pull, and it's done. So this is for the opening ceiling. All right. And so with this kind of two combinations, you can use like, for example, like the multi-layers and the hanging constructions. That's all from your drawings. Okay, this is also you can draw in our tool, and this also you can check this part. See, but this is the combination for different the standard extrusion. This area we draw out and we do the extrusion. And for the bigger area here, just ignore the gap. You can just put the models, but within there. So I can show you with another sample. Let's say with this area. Okay. So you can either use the custom modeling or use the drawings. So let's use the custom modeling as well. For example, this part, I can easily draw one of the area to drag. Let's say rectangle to draw, or you can draw at the at the floor, whatever it goes. At least you need to find out a flat a very flat area. For example, I can draw like this. Yeah, even I can continually drawing like this. Just draw in the gap. You can delete the line. And now click, go up, right, and also if you want the thick, push your pull 100, for example. Okay, after finish that, you can return back, come back to the design page. Yeah, using the same elements. For example, use the material brush. And now we can directly use, for example, the material construction, ceiling. Yeah, and this time you can use some of the decors. Or remember just now we use our uh, model, wood. Also, you can change the angle, for example, to move. Auto match is not available, then I can just change, for example, the size. Just drag. Yeah, I just use part of it. I don't need to use most of them. I just use part of it and take a 3D look. But adjust with the thickness. Let's say 1.4 meter. So yes, and now you can see this is also another view, right? If you want to cover, for example, I want to also divide this wall to the area with here still the black and here's white. Okay, I first add to favorite, go to the wall editor. I can use the wall editor, use line to cut it into the different area. And now I can go to, for example, this part to check. Okay, and here my account, since we have this saved, yes, finished. And after that, save and exist. Because we already finished this level, okay, this kind of sidewall, I just need to click, use the duplicate. And now all this finished. See, all this finished. Yeah, by duplicating here, all covered. And then we can have this. After that, just put some elements onto it, and it's done. And also for those kind of curved ceilings, you can go to, for example, here, I draw another big one. Okay. What we need to do, for example, select the room. I only show this room. What we need to do is to use the material, steel construction. Now this time you can use the parametric ceiling, right? In parametric ceiling, you can have different shapes. For example, the easiest way, what you see here, this and this, they are all easiest. The ceiling directly with the gable with beams, just to put, and it's auto snap. But also pay attention here, you can click the empty area to give the full height of the floor, including the top of the ceiling. And also you can click, you can see here, the thickness is also adjustable. And also the ceiling height, that's the model. Here for the whole model, let's say give a 1.2 meter. And the ceiling height also 120, and then you can have it, right? And also you can have the details. For example, if you really don't want to do the certain drawing, you can use also here, okay, with the slot beams. Yeah, that's also available for using. So it's really kind of a material that if you want to put to the design. Okay, this all for the customized drawing, the new custom modeling, and then you can draw and you can group them up to put into the position, and then we finish those designs. So actually, you can do this kind of design in our tool. Okay, the final thing, just to put some of the elements onto the ceiling, then it's okay. So this is the third part, the multi-layer hang construction. And here's a short conclusion about just now we'll talk about the new custom model. Okay, for that part, we have three main thing we need to do. First is the basic shape. Okay, the drawing elements. And most of the time, these elements are all only in the flat drawings. For example, only for shapes like rectangle, circle, or even sometimes the polygon. And the second is the forming tool. For example, we need to make the shape into the with thickness. That's what we talk about, like push and pull. Just now we've used, and also it does contain some chamfer, and even later we will use some more complicated, complicated usings like the bridge or like other the different bending, and also include our movement. Just now we've seen an array, okay, to do more to give more duplicate. And the third is the group model. Okay, for the group model, that's the parametric. You can use quickly, okay, not only to bring the shape, but also just directly use them. But later we will talk about more. And also we have the material just now we're using. So these are the three different elements that we sometimes we use.